Good morning, everyone. Thank you for showing up online. As you can see, we are gathered here in Basile, Louisiana. We have SEIU Texas in the house. Woo! And the IU, SEIU International Union in the house. So, all right, just giving you an update. We are outside of this facility, the GEO facility where Rümeysa is being held. Right now, a doctor, Dr. Walker, is attempting to go in and do a wellness check. And, we're hoping and praying that she goes in and checks up on Rümeysa. As you all know, Rümeysa has a hearing today, a bail hearing. And we are optimistically cautious. Well, we want to be celebrating in a few hours. And we hope that she gets to come home with us. Again, we're out here in Basile, Louisiana, outside of the facility, GEO group, where Rümeysa is being held. Today she has a bond hearing, and we hope that she gets to come home with us. Again, we have SEIU Texas in the house and SEIU International. And stay tuned. Again, Dr. Walker from SEIU CIR is attempting to go inside to do a wellness check, to check up on Rümeysa. As you all know, she needs an inhaler and her medicine. And, she's been complaining about the little medical, access that she's been provided. So, again, we're hoping that she gets her medicine today.
¿Puedes decir algo más de Rümeysa?
Rümeysa.
¿Qué pasó con ella?
So as you all know, our sister union, Rümeysa, was snatched off the street in her community by masked men, and she was kidnapped and taken immediately to a detention center without her family or friends or coworkers being notified. Her family and friends didn't know where she was for a few hours. And despite a court order asking the government to keep her in Vermont, this government decided to bring her to this state of Louisiana. And as you all know, this state of Louisiana is notorious for immigration facilities. It's no coincidence that they sent her to Louisiana, away from her family, away from her legal counsel. It's all intentional to strip immigrants and people like Rümeysa of their rights, their due process rights. So again, we're out here waiting for the Dr. Walker, to come back out and let us know if she was able to provide a wellness check. In the meantime, we're waiting. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for her hearing. Yes, her hearing is scheduled to begin now. It's 8:35 Central Time here in Basile, Louisiana. Again, Rümeysa is inside this facility. She is in front of a judge waiting to hear on whether or not she will be released today. Again, we're all hoping for the best. Stay tuned. Today you'll hear from a couple of our leaders, SEIU Texas, Elsa Flores, who is on her way to Basile. You also hear from some Tulane University leaders, and actually they might, step up. Tulane, I think that's Tulane. So Tulane University students showing up for Rümeysa. Hey!
Is that science?
Yeah. And again, the sheriff is here behind us, not, just keeping an eye on us. We're not inside their private property, so they cannot kick us out. And yeah, again, hoping for the best. There's some beautiful signs. Okay, now 2 sheriffs parking. Again, hopefully we're not trespassing. Hi, step up. Hello. Are you all from Tulane?
Loyola.
All right. Awesome. You're a speaker.
Oh.
Yes, sir. I'll give you in a second. Awesome.
We're going to first read the amendments, constitutional amendments, and Cheyenne's going to help us do that while we wait. Hello, everybody. Letty Salcedo with SEIU. Thank you for coming. We have a Dr. Taylor Walker who has gone in to try to go inside the hearing to be with Rümeysa while the judge in Vermont hears her bond request from her lawyers. So in the meantime, we want to put intentions out there that she is released today. So our sister here, Cheyenne, is going to read, coming to do a call and response. She's going to read some of the constitutional amendments, and we're going to read back that apply to Rümeysa's case in terms of free speech.
So we all know the first one. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion.
Hold on, let's respond to that. So just do short phrases so we can respond. Just like read a short phrase. Let me. So I'll call out a phrase and then you guys respond. Ready? So Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion.
Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion,
or prohibiting the free exercise thereof,
or prohibiting the free exercise thereof,
or abridging the freedom of speech,
or abridging the freedom of speech,
or of the press,
or of the press,
or the right of the people peaceably to assemble,
or the right of the people peaceably to assemble,
and to petition the government for a redress of grievances.
or petition the government for a redress of grievances.
The right of the people to be secure in their persons,
The right of the people to be secure in their persons,
houses, papers,
and
effects, against unreasonable searches and seizures, shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue, but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched, and the persons or things to be seized. No person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime, unless on a presentment or indictment of a grand jury, except in cases arising in the land or naval forces, or in the militia, when in actual service, in time of war or public danger, nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy of life or limb, nor shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself, nor be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. Nor shall private property be taken for public use without just compensation. In all criminal persecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial. By an impartial jury of the state
by an impartial jury of the state,
and district wherein the crime shall have been committed.
and district wherein the crime shall be committed,
Which district shall have been previously ascertained by law,
which district shall be previously ascertained by law,
and to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation.
and to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation,
To be confronted with the witnesses against him.
to be confronted with the witnesses against him,
To have compulsory process for obtaining witnesses in his favor.
to have compulsory process for obtaining witnesses in his favor,
And to have the assistance of counsel for his defense.
and to have the assistance of counsel for his defense.
Thank you, Cheyenne.
Woo!
We can introduce ourselves and say why you're here. Do you want to do that, or you don't have to even introduce yourself? The initials is fine, or just say why you're here. Are people okay with that?
Yeah, in it.
So we're on live here. We're waiting for a doctor has gone in. One of our SEIU sisters has gone in during Rümeysa's hearing. We expect, that Rümeysa's let go today. If she is not let go, the doctor is trying to do a wellness check on Rümeysa. So if you want to come up or you want to from where you are, you don't have to say your name. Just say why you're here.
I know you volunteer as a speaker, so come on over.
Hi, my name is Adelaide. I'm a student at Tulane University in New Orleans, and I'm here as a member of the Students for Democratic Society.
Hi, my name is Samara. I'm here as a member of Step Up Louisiana and an organizer to support Rümeysa and make sure that she's getting a public trial and make sure that she knows the public is supporting her.
Woo.
Hi, my name's Alex. I'm also here with Step Up Louisiana. I'm also a former Tulane employee and here to make sure she gets a fair trial and also to kind of stand against the general academic freedom and freedom of speech repression that we're seeing here in the country.
Gloria, SEIU Texas, and I'm here to support Rümeysa's freedom and just to stand with everybody because what they're doing is wrong.
Hi, my name is Carson Cruz. I'm a Loyola student, currently on suspension. I'm also a member of Students for a Democratic Society, here to stand in solidarity with the pro-Palestinian student movement and all of our international students, including Rümeysa, including Mahmoud Khalil, and many others. So, here for their release.
My name is Johnny Muhammad. I'm here with the SEIU Texas. I'm here to support Rümeysa and all our union brothers and sisters that are caught up in the struggle right now.
My name is Spencer again. We're here fighting for Rümeysa, and also we're here for the protection of constitutional rights.
My name is Cheyenne. I'm with SEIU Texas. We are just here demonstrating, making sure Rümeysa knows that there is people out here waiting for her and praying for her safety and freedom.
I'll provide an update. As you all know, it is 8:45 a.m. Central Time here in Basile, Louisiana. Dr. Walker went inside the facility right behind me, owned by the GEO group. She is inside. We hope that she is inside the hearing where Rümeysa is scheduled to hear about her bail. We hope that she is released. If she is or denied, Dr. Walker from SEIU CIR will attempt to do a wellness check and deliver medicine to Rümeysa. As you all know, Rümeysa needs her medicine. She's been complaining that she has not received the medical care that she is entitled to. So we're hoping that Dr. Walker is successful. Again, we're here with Tulane, Loyola University students, SEIU Texas, and SEIU International Union. Again, we're in Basile, Louisiana, outside of this ICE detention facility owned and operated by GEO Group, one of the largest for-profit, profit-driven corporations in the country who are profiting off our bodies. And again, we are waiting to hear back. I know Rümeysa's, again, 8:47 a.m. Her hearing is still happening inside. We hope we get some good news after the hearing. But again, we have an SEIU CIR doctor inside the hearing room, hoping that Rümeysa will be released and she could do a wellness check. We're excited to be here in solidarity. We have a couple of sheriffs here, making sure we don't cross private property. We are not in private property. We are outside of the facility. So we should be okay. Again, thanks for our partners online for tuning in. And again, we are waiting. Any speakers? Stay tuned.
That's what she was trying to explain to me. I just didn't know. I thought that person. I thought they were on their way. That's what I was thinking.
Oh no,
my
no,
yeah.
Oh, one of them is on the way, and then there's the doctors inside.
Okay. If they don't mind, just maybe just like 2 minutes. If they don't mind, just kind of just.
Absolutely. When they
Thank
get
you so
here.
much.
Yeah, there are signs for people, but she's running late.
No. Look, I understand. No pressure. I think what I'm missing.
Should we do any?
No tenemos un póster, ¿verdad? Sí, ahorita, pero tengo que mandarle este mañana.
Okay.
It'll take 5 minutes.
Okay. In 5 minutes, we'll hear from Elsa Flores of SEIU Texas, who is on her way, driving from Houston. But again, we are in Basile, Louisiana, in a very remote area. Again, this is very intentional by the GEO group. Separating families from their loved ones and sending them here.
God, first chant. The people united will never be defeated.
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 El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
The students united will never be defeated.
The students united will never be defeated.
The workers united will never be defeated.
The workers united will never be defeated.
Second chant here. Louisiana, Louisiana, what do you say?
Louisiana, Louisiana, what do you say?
The freedom of our people deserve can't wait.
The freedom of our people deserve can't wait.
Louisiana, Louisiana, what do you say?
Louisiana, Louisiana, what do you say?
The freedom our people deserve can't wait.
The freedom our people deserve can't wait.
Louisiana, Louisiana, what do you say?
Louisiana, Louisiana, what do you say?
The freedom our people deserve can't wait.
The freedom our people deserve can't wait.
All right, new chant. What do we want? Rümeysa's freedom. When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Rümeysa's freedom.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Rümeysa's freedom.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Rümeysa's freedom.
When do we want it?
Now.
And if we don't get it,
shut it down.
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 what do we want? All people free. When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
All people free.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
All people free.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
All people free.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want? Justice.
Free.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
And when do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
That's right, that's right. All right, new chant. We all must unite. Freedom is a right.
We must all unite.
Freedom is a right.
We all must unite.
We all must unite.
We all must unite.
Freedom is a right.
We all must unite.
Freedom is a right.
We must all unite.
Freedom is a right.
We must all unite.
Freedom is a right.
Whose democracy?
Our democracy.
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 When democracy is under attack, what do?
Stand up, fight back.
When democracy is under attack, what do?
Stand up, fight back.
When democracy is under attack, what do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do?
Stand up, fight back.
Freedom is a right. That is why we fight. Freedom is
a right. That is why we fight.
Freedom is a right.
That is why we fight.
Freedom is a right.
That is why we fight.
Freedom is a right.
That is why we fight.
Our freedoms are under attack. What do?
Stand up, fight back.
Our freedoms are under attack. What do?
Stand up, fight back.
Free speech is under attack. What do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
Right. Somebody else
Thank you.
wanna
Yes,
help with
Elsa
some chants?
Caballero.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Elsa, you ready? Do you want me to use this one? This is well. Sí. Okay, hold on.
All right.
¿No puedes cambiar la cámara, María, para el otro lado?
Así. No.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking, smashing like behind the gate a little bit fine. That's why I don't need to see my face. Just see the side.
Look serious. Yeah. That's why I just see out of the way. Sorry, guys. I know.
Sorry, Manny.
Stay tuned. We're about to hear from Elsa Flores of SEIU, Texas. Hold on one second.
Espérate que no puedo con tantas manos. Rümeysa, thank you.
Adelaide, can you grab my jacket in the front seat? Yeah. You have some ponchos too. Oh, I have a big yellow red jacket. Who has the ponchos?
Están encima de en la bolsa que está ahí en la, ahí. Johnny, ahí están en esa bolsa.
Okay, but where do I start?
Poncho, Miss Poncho.
Should we bring the speaker or no?
Pues yo pienso que sí. Oh, the speaker. Dijo Alicia que era prohibido. Ya, Alicia dijo que era prohibido, pero podemos chequear. Toma. Sorry, man.
It's beginning to rain on us.
Okay,
raining? All right. We have a short speaking program for you guys. Giving us, give us a minute. It's beginning to rain, so we're going to put on our ponchos.
Here, let me help you. Oh, you got it?
I mean, here. Okay.
Ready?
Okay.
No, honestly. Sorry about that.
Because whether it's raining, whether it's shining, we are here today to support Rümeysa. Hello,
Rümeysa,
everyone.
Rümeysa.
Rümeysa. I am sorry. Rümeysa.
Hold on. You do show program.
No está bien. I'll just have to your face. Oh, no te preocupes. Está bien. Oh, okay. Okay. I can help cover you.
Oh,
There you go.
nice.
Hi, I'm Taylor Walker. Very nice to meet you. I'm from the president. We were going to be here. Yes. Oh, yeah. Susan's our executive director.
Yes.
Yeah. So good to meet you. Thank you.
Oh, love to be exciting to do.
Absolutely. Yeah. We need to
All right. It's good.
let me help cover you. There you go.
All right. We're good?
Yes.
Hello, everyone. My name is Elsa Flores, and I'm proud to serve as the president of SEIU Texas, a union representing thousands of workers in the airport, hospitals, food services, and building services across the great state of Texas. Today, we're gathered here in Basile. Louisiana, right outside the walls of the for-profit ICE detention center, where our union sister, Rümeysa, is unjustly detained. Friends and co-workers in Massachusetts, where she truly belongs, are supporting her today. In a moment, you will hear from Dr. Taylor Walker, the national president of CIR SEIU, the largest physicians union in the nation, representing over 37,000 residents and fellows. Dr. Walker requested access to see. Did you request the access to see Rümeysa to perform a wellness check? She'll provide an update on what happens when she did that. You will also hear from Nora Amen of the American Civil Liberties Union of Louisiana, who will provide a brief legal update as soon as the hearing is over. And lastly, you will hear from Adelaida Bitzman. Am I saying that correctly? Adelaide. Yay. Thank you, Adelaide. In Tulane University and a leader of the Step Up Louisiana. Let it be clear, our union stands shoulder to shoulder with Rümeysa and with other immigrants who are unjustly detained and stripped of their due process and rights. To this day, Rümeysa has not been charged with a crime, yet she remains separated from her loved ones because of this administration's obsession to carry out their mass deportation campaigns at the expense of working people. Their actions against Rümeysa and other students and immigrants across the country are meant to intimidate us and create fear amongst friends and neighbors. Today, Rümeysa, but tomorrow it could be you, our friends, colleagues, or our neighbors. Everyone's right to liberty and justice is at risk. But we are not backing down, and we will not be bullied. Woo! Hey! From Texas to Louisiana and beyond, working people, including those of us in the South, are ready to stand up against the government's attacks on our First Amendment rights to free speech, free assembly, and due process. Our union members and allies have been in the streets for weeks, organizing nationwide rallies on April 1st and May 1st. And we will continue to march, show up until Rümeysa and every single unjustly detained person is free. Individuals like Rümeysa are being detained in the state of Louisiana because it isolates immigrants from their families, communities, and legal counsel. Profit-driven detention centers, including the one where Rümeysa is currently being held, are notorious for civil and human rights abuses. Meanwhile, corporations like the GEO group, generated billions in profits by detaining our friends and neighbors. Speaking of abuses, I would like for us to pause for a moment to acknowledge the tragic loss of life while in ICE custody of Marie Angie Blasey, a 44-year-old woman of Haitian descent, died inside a detention center owned by GEO Group. So let's just take a moment to sort of for that to sink in.
Say her name again.
Her name is Marie Angie Blasey, a human being, a daughter, a member of this community, and someone who did not deserve to die in captivity and held just for being an immigrant. Marie died after months in ICE custody, complaining of heart pain and receiving little medical attention. Holding people in custody without adequate medical care is inhumane. Holding people in custody without due process is inhumane. Shame on this administration.
Shame.
Shame on the GEO group.
Shame.
To the Trump administration, we demand that you free our union sisters and colleague Rümeysa. And we demand that you uphold the Constitution. And to Rümeysa, you are not alone.
That's right.
We will not stop fighting until you and everyone like you are free. We must fight to preserve the American dream. We are here to fight for something that has been the pillar of this country, which is the right for free speech. So brothers and sisters, whether it's raining, whether it's shining, we will be here until Rümeysa is free. Thank you.
Right.
Free Rümeysa! Free Rümeysa! Free Rümeysa! Free Rümeysa!
Thank you so much. Good morning, everybody.
Let me hold you.
Thank you so much. All right, good morning, guys. It's a beautiful day in Louisiana. My dad and his entire side of the family is from down this way, and so I grew up in this southern rain. I'm glad to be back in Louisiana with you today, although I wish we were here under better circumstances. My name is Dr. Taylor Walker. I am a family medicine physician based in Washington, D.C., but with roots to this part of the country. And I'm also the national president of SEIU. We are the largest union of physicians in the country, representing over 40,000 residents and fellows nationwide. Yeah. Yeah. Doctors are in unions too, guys. Yeah. I also have a personal connection to Rümeysa because I did my medical residency at Tufts University, which is where Rümeysa is a PhD student. So when Rümeysa was detained by ICE, I felt it because we worked alongside each other in the same university in Boston. Rümeysa is now my union sibling. She is being held in deplorable conditions in clear violation of our most basic humanity. As a physician, I see the toll that this takes on human lives, on our physical and on our mental health. And as a union leader, I see it as an attack on the very heart of our collective power. I was just over speaking with the security at the detention center and requesting that I be allowed into the center to do a wellness check and an exam on Rümeysa. And they were kind enough to say that after the conclusion of the hearing, they may allow me in to do an exam on her. So I will get back to you guys about that decision shortly, but hopefully we will be allowed in to do a wellness check because Rümeysa has told us about how she has suffered multiple asthma attacks as a direct result of the unsanitary conditions in which she is forced to remain and due to the lack of access to her life-saving asthma medications. So I'm here to try to examine her, and I'm here to try to deliver her asthma medications because without it, she could suffer an additional asthma attack, and that can be a life-threatening event. I have dedicated my medical career to providing care to all people because healthcare is a human right. I find it deeply disturbing that people inside detention centers like this one are being deprived from that human right. Also disturbing is that just last week, ICE targeted farm workers in upstate New York who were organizing for their union. These ICE workers targeted the union leaders specifically. This should alarm every single one of us, because if it can happen to students, to activists, to union leaders, to workers, then which one of us is next?
Right.
This is part of a broader strategy to dismantle the power of the people by instilling fear, especially among our most vulnerable. We have to recognize that immigrant rights, labor rights, and our democracy are all interconnected and are all under threat. This is not an isolated incident. Rümeysa is not an isolated incident. The farm workers in New York are not an isolated incident. This is an escalating attack on the people of the United States, an escalating attack on our unions, an escalating attack on basic human decency. When the government is using immigration enforcement, incarceration, and fear as tools for political suppression, when they use it to go after activists and after students, we are talking about a fundamental threat to our safety and to our society as we know it. So we at CIR and all of SEIU and labor in general and anyone with an intact moral compass, we are here every step of the way with Rümeysa and with every person being detained in these ICE detention facilities. SEIU members, workers, and communities all across the country have been showing out in the streets for Rümeysa and all of the detainees, and we will continue to do that. We demand the release of all innocent detainees, and we will fight relentlessly for our collective well-being. Thank you so much. I'll keep you updated on the medical exam. Woo! Woo!
I hope it's not too
covered up here.
All right.
We have extra. Yeah, follow yellow poncho over there. Straight ahead.
Hi everyone, my name is Adelaide Ritzman and I'm a member of the Together United Louisiana chapter of Students for a Democratic Society. I am also one of 7 students at Tulane University in New Orleans who are currently being charged with violating the Student Code of Conduct for organizing an off-campus protest against the unlawful detention of Mahmoud Khalil and Rümeysa Öztürk. Several of us are facing suspension or expulsion, and one of us is an international student who can have their visa revoked.
Shame.
Shame.
This is a blatant attempt to suppress our First Amendment rights to free speech and freedom of association, and it mirrors the attacks we have seen across the country against the student movement. Attending university has taught me a great deal. It's taught me to be a critical thinker. It's taught me about the power of community engagement and political action. It's taught me to stand up for what's right in the face of oppressive forces. And putting those things into practice has gotten me punished by the very university that taught me them. The fascists in power are going after students because they're afraid of us. We've been taught the tools we can use to free ourselves from their oppression, and that poses an undeniable threat to their agenda. And while they have tried to make examples out of students like Rümeysa for speaking out, that only serves to highlight their panic. We, the students, are the future, and the only way to get the future you want is to fight for it in the present. My message to Rümeysa is that we're out here for you. The people of Louisiana are here for you, and we support you. And my message to everybody else is that the fight is far from over. and the student movement is alive and well here in Louisiana.
We're waiting for ACLU and Rümeysa's attorney to exit the detention center. It's 9:12 Central Time. We're not sure if Rümeysa's hearing is over. Stay tuned. Again, we're out here under the rain, but we're not deterred. We're not deterred. Maybe a chance?
No, we're not.
No.
When people are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When our community is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When our families are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When our union members are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
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 ¿Se puede?
Sí se puede.
Sí se puede.
Sí se puede.
Sí se puede. Sí se puede. Sí se puede. Sí se puede. Sí se puede. Sí se puede.
Yeah, that'd be great. Actually, we were thinking just because a lot of what we're going to say may also influence the outcome of today. Would you mind if I'm assuming you guys are sticking around even just a little bit after she gets away. Well, can we do interviews then?
Yeah.
Would that be okay? That way it's a little more timely and a little more relevant. Is that
And
okay?
maybe there won't be no much
I
rain.
know, I hope
Yeah.
so too. Fingers crossed. Yeah.
You all want to say a few words? You okay?
Yeah, doing
All
great.
right. Yeah, how's
Happy
it
to be out
going?
here. Happy to be out here either way, you know. Rain or shine.
Rain or shine.
It's Louisiana, almost hurricane season. What are you gonna expect?
Oh my God. We're not deterred. It's not our first time out here in some crazy weather, and I'm glad we're here. Exactly. How many miles did you guys travel?
153.
153 miles.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
New Orleans.
Woo! Like 3 hours? 3 hours? Yeah. I'm glad we're here. Yes. Thanks for coming out.
Of course.
Yes.
It's crazy that they keep using Louisiana as like a.
Yes. It's been very intentional.
Yeah.
It's very purposeful. But Louisiana people are paying attention. We want to make sure people know that we're here.
Friday, all summer long, we're going to be at the ICE field office in New Orleans, protesting every Friday at noon throughout the entire summer. So,
And this is Step Up?
this is multiple different organizations.
Can you list them?
Yeah, Students for a Democratic Society, Unión Migrantes, immigrant rights organization. Let's see, New Orleans for Community Oversight of the Police, New Orleans Stop Helping Israel's Courts, or NOSHIP, great acronym.
Palestinian Youth
we have
Movement.
Palestinian Youth Movement out there. Yeah,
Step Up Louisiana will be there.
yeah, that's right.
Okay. All right.
You haven't seen the Nurses Workers United out there.
Yeah, you have nurses on strike.
Yay!
Really happy to get that union support.
Yes, yes. Oh my God, thanks for, I'm gonna go make my rounds. Thank you guys again. Oh my God. Guys, we are very, the rain. We need to go live in hopes we hear back for the next 10 minutes. At 9:30, we'll tune out. Stay tuned, you guys. I'm gonna go off camera just for a bit because it feels like tornadoes coming our way, but it's not. It's just a lot of wind. guys are still at here. Waiting.
Oh, yeah.
Wanted to keep you guys posted. It's pouring down. But again, we're still waiting to hear back. Yes, we're staying. We're not going anywhere.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're staying.
Right there under that.
Okay. Yes, with high coverage. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is Texas. This is Louisiana.
Yep.
Texas is like this. Yeah.
Yep. I know. I used to sit out. I was telling Ragini on the way down here that my grandmother, my dad, and I would sit out under the carport when the hurricanes were rolling in. We're Hey, I'm Taylor.
Oh my gosh, y'all. My hair.
It honestly still looks great.
Just to provide you guys with an update, we're not going anywhere. It's 9:20 here in Basile, Louisiana. We have about 4 reporters here, television crews.
Maybe right around 9.
We're not leaving until we hear back from the judge and get an update. Again, ACLU and Rümeysa's attorney is inside the facility and is scheduled to come out and give us an update. So stay tuned. Again, it's 9:21 at the moment, so let's hear back. Thank you guys for tuning in. Enjoy the rain. So just to provide you guys with an update, we're still out here outside of the facility, waiting to hear back on whether or not, Rümeysa stays in detention or is released. Camera crews are still here. SEIU Texas, SEIU reps are still here. We're not leaving. You can tell. This place is very isolated. Again, very intentional. Separate individuals who are detained in these facilities away from their families, legal counsel. There's the facility. So again, we'll be coming in and out, providing you guys with an update, but stay tuned. Thank you guys for staying on.
Okay, there we go. I'm here with Magda.